Okay, hello everybody. Today we're here in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 in the Cessna Skyhawk. We have a 112 nautical mile VFR flight from Charlie Hotel Sierra, Charleston International to Delta November Lima, Daniel Field. Charleston is a payware airport by Dominic Design Team, and Daniel Field is also payware by RM Studios. You can see from these screenshots that it's a fantastic airport, and this is a channel viewer request to fly out of Charleston. Should be an awesome flight, so let's hop into the pilot seat and get started. Alright, we're parked here at Signature. We've got Atlantic Aviation just in front of us. Looks like a nice day. We're running with historic weather, although it's only a day in the past, February 14th, from ActiveSky. So all of our switches are off, mixture to cutoff. Our trim is set for takeoff. We'll rotate the fuel selector through each position. We'll bring the battery and the alternator on. Check fuel left, right. We've got a full tank. Bring the beacon on. Next, we'll bring the mixture into full rich, crack the throttle. Check that the prop area is clear. Clear prop. Turn on the fuel pump. Turn off the fuel pump. Bring the mixture back to cutoff. Bring it in just a tad. Feet are on the brakes, keys in the ignition, crank it over. And looks like we've got a good start. We do have oil pressure. We'll bring the throttle to 1000 RPM. And we'll bring the mixture back to lean it for ground operations. Next, we can get bus 1, bus 2 on for the avionics. We can turn the taxi and the landing light on. Check our compass versus the directional. Looks like they're calibrated. That looks pretty good. We'll adjust our attitude indicator so that it's level. Head down here, turn the transponder to standby. Check our VFR charts. They're loaded up on the sectional. That's courtesy of Navigraph charts. And we can head down here to the autopilot while that's booting up and dial it up to 4,500, which will be our cruising altitude. And next, we'll dial in the ATIS and get the weather. We're using ActiveSky to get historical weather a day in the past for when it was better for VFR flying.
Charleston International Airport, information November 1756 Zulu. Wind 175 at 15. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, solid overcast at 4,000 feet.
Unfortunately, that was a glitch, and SayIntentions pulled the live weather instead of the ActiveSky historical weather, so we'll just have to work with it. Charleston clearance, Skyhawk 48072 is a C172 slant golf. We'd like flight following destination Daniel Field, Delta November Lima at 4,500 with information November.
Skyhawk 48072, Charleston International Airport clearance, cleared to Daniel Field. Maintain VFR at or below 4,500 feet. Departure on 121.275 squawk 1511.
Maintain VFR at or below 4,500, departure 121.275 squawk 1511, Skyhawk 48072. Okay, we've got the sectionals pulled up, so let's head through the flight plan. We're departing from Charleston, which is a Class Charlie. We're going to head to Somerville as our first waypoint and then fly a heading of 300. That will take us along Highway 78. And what's great about Highway 78 is every couple miles there are towns, so those will be great ground references and waypoints along our way. We'll follow that heading until we arrive at Aiken. That's northeast of Augusta. You can see Augusta has a Tersa, and Augusta is a Class Delta, so we'll be flying in the Tersa but avoiding the Delta, and then arrive at Daniel Field, which is a non-towered field. There are a lot of special use airspaces around, including MOAs and restricted, and this one, which is an ask, it's not a requirement, to avoid flying through this airspace at 2,000. We'll be above it anyway, but we're going to stay clear of it for national security reasons. Charleston ground, Skyhawk 48072, parked at Signature, taxi for northwest departure with information November.
Skyhawk 072, taxi to runway 21 via Golf Alpha.
Taxi runway 21 via Golf Alpha, Skyhawk 072. Alright, clear on our left, clear on our right, clear straight ahead, release the parking brake. As we go forward, test our brakes. Brakes work. We're going to hang a left here, pick up the taxiway, then hang a right, and follow it to runway 21. You can see the black square taxiway sign on our left for golf. Remember, black square, you're there, that's the taxiway you're on. Yellow is a directional for where you can go to. I will tell you, when I took my private pilot written exam, one of the questions I got wrong was on airport signs, because there are a lot and they can be pretty confusing. Alright, we're going to stop here and do our run-up. Do a mag check. Mag left. We got a good drop. Charleston Tower, Skyhawk 48072, holding short, runway 21 at Alpha, ready for departure.
Skyhawk 48072, Charleston International Airport Tower, runway 21, winds 175 at 15, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 21, Skyhawk 072. I'm not sure if it's a glitch with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 conversion, but some of the graphics at this field, such as the hold short lines and runway numbers, are missing. Not a big deal. I also noticed that Tower gave us winds coming out of 175, which is from the south, but the METAR is winds out of 020, which is from the north. And if you look at the windsock, it's pointing the opposite way that I'm taking off from, so it's using the 020 from ActiveSky's historical weather that I dialed in. This is a glitch that I've encountered a couple times. SayIntentions is supposed to sync with ActiveSky, but sometimes that communication breaks, and I don't know if that's a Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 bug, an ActiveSky issue, or a SayIntentions issue, but it's only sometimes. Most of the time it works. Coming up on 55 knots, we'll rotate, and we are up. Alright, got a beautiful view of Charleston here as we are departing. There's a military side to the airport, which we didn't look at very much. We kind of stayed on the civilian terminal side.
Skyhawk 072, contact departure.
Over to departure, Skyhawk 072. Charleston approach, Skyhawk 48072, 1400, climbing 4500.
Skyhawk 48072, Charleston approach, radar contact.
Alright, we're going to navigate clear of the field here, then intercept our heading to Somerville, and then once we arrive at Somerville, get on track for a 300 heading. We're at cruise altitude, so we can lean the mixture for cruise and turn the landing light and the taxi light off. And we're on track, so let's sit back and enjoy that awesome Flight Simulator scenery.
Skyhawk 072, contact McIntyre, radar approach on 132.475.
Over to McIntyre on 132.475, Skyhawk 072. McIntyre radar, Skyhawk 48072, level 4500.
Skyhawk 48072, McIntyre radar, good morning. Branchville altimeter 30.56.
Cleared visual approach. Runway 36, right, maintain 17.
Skyhawk 48072, McIntyre radar, contact Columbia approach on 124.15.
Columbia approach, Skyhawk 48072, level 4500.
Skyhawk 48072, Columbia approach, good morning, Bamberg altimeter 30.56. Columbia approach, Mission Alpha Tango Hotel, contact Columbia Tower on 119.5. Have a great morning. Skyhawk 48072, Columbia approach, contact Augusta approach on 127.875.
Augusta approach, Skyhawk 48072, level 4500.
Skyhawk 48072, Augusta approach, good morning, Barnwell, altimeter 30.56. Skyhawk 072, contact Augusta approach on 119.15.
Over to 119.15, Skyhawk 072. Augusta approach, Skyhawk 48072, level 4500.
29er Sierra Tango, reduced to 100 knots, your number 2, following a Cessna.
Following your 100 knots, number 2, behind the Cessna tree, 29er Sierra Tango. Skyhawk 48072, Augusta approach. Good morning. Aiken altimeter 30.56.
Alright, we will start our descent now, so we'll dial in the altitude to 2000. Bring the mixture into full rich. Landing light and taxi light coming on.
Skyhawk 48072, Augusta approach. Daniel Airport at your 12 o'clock, 16 miles. Change to advisory frequency approved. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR.
Frequency change approved. Squawk VFR. Thanks for the help, Skyhawk 48072. Nice job, SayIntentions. That phraseology was spot on. Okay, we've already started our descent to 2000, which will be 600 feet above pattern altitude, so we can check out the windsock and then figure out which runway is in use. Daniel Field traffic, Sky 48072 will be overflying the field at 2000, inbound for full stop landing, Daniel Field. Alright, the windsock was split pretty evenly between the two runways, and the winds are variable, so it's flipping around a bit. Looks like runway 5, so that's what we're going to go with, and we're going to navigate around the field here to come in on a left downwind for runway 5. Daniel Field traffic, Skyhawk 072, left downwind, runway 5, Daniel Field. Daniel Field traffic, Skyhawk 072, left base, runway 5, full stop, Daniel Field. Daniel Field traffic, Skyhawk 072, final, runway 5, full stop, Daniel Field. Alright, we've got some trees on final and a displaced threshold because of them, and we've got the wind gusting a little bit and pushing us around, so we're going to need to fight the wind, clear the trees. I'm leaving flaps at 20 instead of full flaps because it'll be easier with the wind. And now we've got the runway made, so we can drop on in. FlightSim 24 does have this odd side-to-side oscillation introduced when one of the mains touches first, such as landing in a crosswind like this. That's not exactly realistic, but maybe they'll tone it down with a patch. We'll take the first turn off here. This is also a payware field by RM Studios, and it was on sale for $2.50, so you can't beat that. Alright, this was a bit of a longer flight, but it was awesome. The photogrammetry at both the departure and the arrival fields are fantastic, and there are a lot of freeware and payware airports in this area if you want to do a circuit between local towered and untowered fields, so check it out. I hope you enjoy realistic general aviation flying like this. If you do, be sure to click that like button, leave me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, as always, for flying along with me, and stay tuned for further flight adventures.